Okay, so welcome to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, episode 3, and yep, it's bonfire night, so if you hear a lot of banging, various fireworks, and they are currently pissing me off, and I have explained this in one of my last Oblivion video done. I hate bonfire night because a week before it and a week after it, fireworks constantly, it just doesn't stop. It's horrible, right? It's horrible. It's like 3 weeks of just complete pain. I hate it, right? But anyway, enough of that, right? I made myself a nice cup of tea, right? And we are going to get into this, right? So last time we done that thing in the graveyard, right? So this time we're going to go and try and get into Death Mountain. So this is going to be a very interesting one, but we might be on here for a bit if I get stuck. Anyway, I suggested you go and get a cup of tea, or go and get someone to make it for you. You know, go and force someone. And enjoy this. Okay, right, so enough of that. File 1 link, let's get back in. Yep, let's get back in. Let me just make sure my backup is on. I hope, wait a minute. Yeah, I hope, that we didn't lose anything. No, we didn't, because we've got our card from Zelda, right? This is going to be very, very interesting, this episode. And I do you know what? I was looking through all the games that I could play to do a video on, and I was like, yep, it's got to be Zelda. That's the good thing, right? Knowing you start a great game, you could never get bored, right? And that's the beauty of this game, right? You can't get bored with it. I love it, right? So what we want to do now, of course, as you know, there's no fast traveling on this game, so you've got to get back to where you was manually, right? Whereas like Majora's Mask, if you've played that one, you know you can do the Song of Soaring and just get yourself out of there. Right, so what's Navi going to tell us? What would Saria say if we... Yep. She's just going to say that for a while, I think, now. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my tea. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause a second, and I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to have... Wait, where are they? Where's the box? I am going to have one of them. I forgot. I'm supposed to be taking them. And I haven't had one for like 3 days, because... Oh, like, yeah, 2 or 3 days, because I forgot. But yeah, I'm going to have one of them. Yep. Maybe that might help. That might make this video worse. I'd say that. It probably will. If anything, it would make the video worse. But I'm going to have one. There we go. We're back on. We are going to head to Death Mountain. And we're going to try and make progress, right? I didn't even showcase, the path to Death Mountain, did I? Last time we just went to the windmill. And, yeah, we went and done the bit in the graveyard. So all we want to do now is head to Death Mountain. The funny bit about this game is I remember one point of it I was stuck, right? I remember being stuck, and it must have been like early on in the game, but I didn't realize, I think there's a way you can go by the right bio. So yeah, we exit, if you look at the mini map there on the bottom right of the screen, there's a red marker, right? Do you see the red marker? Well, that's where we've just exited, right? To the right now, you can see there's an entry bio. I didn't see this for absolutely ages, right, this one, because of course the one to the top, that's the one that takes you to Kakariko Village. I didn't even see this one for ages. I must have just run past it loads of times, just not even thinking anything of it. But yeah, there is another way you can go up there, and you can do something up there. But for now, we just want to stick to this part, right? And I do believe on Ocarina of Time, you can do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? I think... maybe now we could go and do the other part before this part, because of course we need 3 stones. I think we just need like a green, red, and blue, right? I think you could do it in any order you want. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. That might just be later in the game. But yeah. I do find that cool, that it's not just like... I think that's what makes the Zelda game so good. This is what makes this one so good, because you could do it however you want. There's not like a set way you need to do it. Which I find really cool. Alright, anyway, Kakariko Village. What we want to do now is have a look up to the Death Mountain bit, right? We do want to look at the Death Mountain bit. I don't think we want to be talking to anyone. There's probably heart containers around here, right, where we can get, but we're going to just leave that a second. Because the one is with a chicken, and that might, you know, it might be a lot of dawdling with that, because I can't really remember what you do. But there's one chicken. I think there's one around there too, but it might be quite a few, and I'm not too sure how you get them. Right, so I think that's a shop there, and I think you can, that leads you to the back, because if you look down there, there's like, yeah, there's like something down there. Maybe another heart piece, right? Yeah, I say heart container is a piece of a heart container, isn't it? Right, this is what the bit I was talking about though, right? There is a guard guarding a gate. He's guarding the gate. And what does this sign say? Let's read what this says. I did not want to pick up that rock, Link. Death Mountain, no passage without a royal decree. Alright, okay, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe you just need to go and see Zelda. The road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Hey, oh, I see you're just a kid and you can't read yet. Oh, thanks. But anyway, look, we show him this and maybe you can let's do. Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay, this is Link. He is under my order to save Hyrule. What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. Okay, well, why did I think you needed a mask to get through there? By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It is an active volcano, after all. If you go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Okay. Tell them I sent you, and they should give you a special discount. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of you now. No, I don't expect you to do it, but just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop? Ah, right, this store is that just opened in the Hyrule Castle Town Market. Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a problem mask, but I don't have time to go there. So could you go and get the mask for me next time you are in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay, but, well, I have no choice. This is my job. Oh, poor guy. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to gather some emeralds. Why do I keep going? I keep going to call them emeralds. We need to gather some rupees, okay? We need to make up to we need to make it up to 80 to make sure we can get that shield, right? Like I said, I don't like, and like the guard said, I don't think it's actually necessary. It just will help you, right? It will help you. So we do need to find some things. I actually believe there might be a shop up by the marketplace. Yeah, there might be a shop up by the marketplace. We could just smash loads of things and get loads of money. But I'm going to make sure I get it first, then we could check that second, right? We'll leave that chicken game bit till last. Well, I say last, you know, till we can do that in the future, can't we? But let's go. Let's have a look. We know we can get enough rupees outside of this place, right? And we've got the sun song now, so of course we can keep changing it. We can keep changing it, which is good. But yeah, this one might be the longest episode so far, because what I aim to do something per episode, right? Something important. So the first episode we done the Deku Tree, right? The Great Deku Tree. Second episode we done the castle sneaking bit where we went and talked to Zelda, and we made some progress in Kakariko Village. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure we do at least one thing important, right? One important thing. Now, later in the series, of course, the temples are going to be big, the dungeons will be bigger and stuff, and that could, you know, they could take like a lot longer to do. So just expect the episode to be, you know, full. I'm going to try and get in here quickly. Crap, I'm going to fuck this up, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to get in here because I think that, I do believe there's a store in here, or some sort of room you can enter. I believe it's this one, where you can actually just smash loads of pots and gain loads of... Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't know why they actually thought it was necessary to add this, because it kind of defeats the point, doesn't it, of going out and collecting them on your own. But it is helpful. I do like it. I do like it. Now, we just want to... Well, we've got enough, but maybe the... Right, you've got to loan them, haven't you, from that Happy Mask list, so we want to try and get up to 99, because I believe that's the maximum our wallet can hold. And yeah, that's what we want to do. Right, so let's see what he says though, because surely he doesn't like us smashing these. Man, I am so bored. Things would surely be more interesting if there were more troubles in this world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A. It's just this is just a tutorial then, yeah? That's pretty cool. Can we actually get up there? Okay, maybe those jars are for when you've got. Oh no, we've got a slingshot. Yeah. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I believe the room resets. Okay, when you go back in there. So what we want to do now, we want to head to the store, which is right here. This is Bazaar's store, isn't it? I think. There we go. And we want to get the Hylian shield, right? Now, the Hylian shield is going to prevent us from taking damage, isn't it, to flame attacks. Wait, what else does it do? They're like the ones the Hylian Knights use. Yeah, flame attacks. Okay. Because, of course, the wooden shield can't sustain damage like that, can it? Right? You heard about us from the guard at Death Mountain. Get well. I have to give you a good deal, then. Switch to the equipment. Wait, it was 80, right? So if he give us, what did he actually sell it to us for? Oh, he did. He actually took some money off. That's pretty nice. Right. Would you like to buy something else? No. Go fuck yourself. Right. Let's get out of here. What we want to do now is head to the Happy Mask store, right? And I'm thinking, right, it's probably going to cost like 50 rupees or something, but you never know. You never know. You never know. There we go. Happy Mask shop. So I believe this is the one off of Majora's Mask. If you've played Majora's Mask, he is like the mask dealer, right? So it's cool that they all make appearances, isn't it? Well, they're all basically, all those characters are from this game, which is really cool. Well, that's what's cool about Majora's Mask. It's like a twisted universe. It's really cool. It's really cool, right? Hi. Welcome to the Happy Mask shop. We deal in masks that bring happiness to everyone. How would you like to be a happiness salesman? I'll lend you a mask. You sell the mask and bring the money back here. If you want to read the fine print, take a look at the sign right over there. After you've sold all the masks, you will become happy yourself. Have faith. So is this the only mask you would ever buy, the Keaton mask? And yep, if you didn't know, this mask is obtainable in Majora's Mask 2, yeah. I'm not sure. It seems like it's supposed to be a few masks there, so maybe more masks do appear here. That would be interesting to find out. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Anyway, what we want to do now, we want to head back to the well, equip it, right? And we want to head back to, I forgot what it's called, Kakariko Village, and give it to that man. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of, this is the bit that I was saying yesterday, that I'm probably, this, you know, in terms of rustiness in playing a game, I'm probably the most rusty on this part by here, right? Not gonna lie. But I'm gonna try my best, and we'll try and work it out together. But later on in the game, oh yeah, we've got the Hylian shield now, so let's equip that. But later on in the game, do want to try and get as many Arcatanas as possible, right? So that's where, you know, that's where the game might be like dragging on, and episodes might be dragging on. Might just all be later in the game, you know? But that's okay, Right, we've got to watch, because these zombies can spawn, yeah, anyway, yeah. There should be another one that spawns by here too. No, it's just random, but they I don't know, it's kind of a cool feature, right? I like it. But we've still got our mask on? No, we haven't. Let's put it back on. And we're going to head up here. And the cool thing I like about the Hylian shield right now is that it's like bigger than Link. You know, isn't that cool? How cool is that? But that's like one of the most iconic items on a game, isn't it, right? The Hylian shield and the Hylian sword. How cool are they? They are so cool. Or like, you know, the master... Is it the master sword? Oh, they are just like... I don't know, they're so iconic. I don't think I could name a more iconic item on a game. You know. Because I play like a lot of games. I play like Skyrim, like a lot of the Elder Scrolls games. There's not really... Like, I mean, there's like things like Maroon's Dagger and things like that, but... Or Maroon's Razor, sorry. But they're like just little side things in the game, you know. They're not like actual iconic things. There's no like iconic item on them. Do you know what I mean? This is just, I don't know, this is unbelievable. This is just brilliant, right? Anyway, we're going to speak to him and see what he's going to give us now, right? Well, do you think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh, is that a key something, character mask? I heard he's very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that key something mask. If you don't mind, will you sell it to me? Yes. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are Mr. Hero. You sold the 10 rupee mask for 15 rupees. You earned a little profit. Let's go to the mask shop and pay back the mask price of 10 rupees. I think it's only for that, right? Maybe you don't get anything, but we made this guard happy. Is this supposed to be like a Pokemon or something? Was Pokemon even out then? I believe it was, wasn't it? Was Pokemon out in 1998? I think 1998. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was. Not too sure though. I'm not a fan of Pokemon, so I don't know. There we go, Death Mountain Trail. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of Pokemon games because I just personally believe that they don't have anything special about them, to be honest. And that's just, I've always thought that, right? In comparison to like the Marios, the Zeldas, and even like Kirby games like that, all the Kirby games, no, I don't know. They just don't have anything, do they, the Pokemon? You just play through them, they're boring. They're all the same. I don't like them. Now, same thing could be said about the Mario games, right? But they're just fun. I don't know. I feel like they're just fun. I don't want to run around like... especially the 2D ones. No, the 3D ones are the worst, right? Have you played those 3D Pokemons? I played one on... I think Pokemon Moon on the 3DS. I'm not even sure if I fucking died on there. It was that easy. But that's my problem. I like games that are challenging. Pokemon is just no challenge at all. It's just... Like, you know the abilities. You know if they fire, like, water, you know, wherever the things of them are. It's so easy. It's just so boring. I really don't like games like that. Unless they're done perfectly, and I feel like they're not. But let's not get into that too much. Let me do this. And if you want to make me like Pokemon, right, request one to play, and I'll play her on YouTube. And if I end up liking it, there you go. You can say that you made Steven does vlogs like Pokemon. But for now, I hate it. Right? Check, right? Dodongo's Cavern. Don't enter without permission. Okay, right. So we can't enter there without permission. So, okay, he doesn't want to talk to us, does he? Okay, let's speak to him. I am one of the Gorons, the stony people who live on Death Mountain. Look at that huge boulder over there. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, which was once a very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. It became a very dangerous place. On top of that, a Gerudo in black armor used its magic to seal the entrance with the boulder. Gerudo in black armor, that is Ganondorf, isn't it? Yep. He's an evil man. He is an evil man. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head into our city. Goron City is just a little way up the trail. It won't take much longer to gather, even on foot. Okay, right? So, well, there's that for us, right? That is blocked. Currently, it seems like we need to blow it up. That's what you'd assume, right? But we have got the Hylian shield now, and I'm not sure if we can do anything about it yet. Maybe we might have to buy some bombs or something first, which I don't think we have. Or can we? Maybe not. Maybe we can't get them yet, right? But we can get up this way. This way is to the fairy fountain, I believe. Mountain Summit, right? That's the Mountain Summit. Maybe. Wait. Maybe we can't go up there yet. Maybe that might be for later on in the game. Okay. Well, anyway. Gonna want to head down here. Right, so that's back. That is the entrance down there. That's back down the entrance. Who jumped down there? This place is into Goron City. I believe if I don't have a Rumble pack. That's why I forgot to buy, right? But yeah, you control rumbles when you stand in this exact location, buyer. I don't know. Did you when you used to play this game years ago? You know, like there's just people watching. Did you used to play with the rumble, or did you not? Like, did you think that spoiled it for you? I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Right, leave it in the comments. I personally, when I played on the GameCube, I would always press yes to have the rumble feature on. Right, anyway. There is a Goron there. There is a Goron there, right? So what? Right. Natural wonder. Bomb flower. Danger. Do not uproot. Right, so what's he going to tell us? Because he's guarding this. Right, I'm standing here to shade the bomb flowers from the sun. Do you have a question for me? Ask about bomb flowers Okay, we'll ask about the bomb flowers first, right? Those plants growing over there are bomb flowers. They are mining plants that grow only on this mountain. They usually grow only in dark places like caves, so bomb flowers that grow in a place like this are extremely rare. If you have the Goron's bracelet, even a little kid like you could easily pick it up with A. Alright, so that's what we need, the Goron's bracelet, see? So we can't pick her up at the moment, but that seems like what we need to get into the cavern, which from Bayeux would be located down there. Okay, we can actually, maybe we can get up there somehow. I'm not too sure. Should we try it right now? Because that is cool, right? Maybe we can't actually. I'm not sure how we're gonna get. Right, let's have a look. Let me have a look. Maybe there's a way we could slide down from around the side or something. But we'll keep that in mind, that there is a heart container around there, right? So we need the Goron bracelet, right? So there's only one place. Think about it, right? I'm narrowing this down to make it easier for us. The mountain trail is blocked off. We can't get up there. The Dodongo's cavern, blocked off. We can't get in there. We can't pick up that there, right? Think about it right now. The only thing we can do is enter the Goron city. So whatever we need to do lies in the Goron city. So let's get in here. Now, this shouldn't be too difficult to work out, to be honest. We should crack this in a few goes. And I'm saying this, you might be thinking, well, you've played it before, you said, Stephen Dislogs. Like I said, this bit, I'm rusty with it, right? I'm rusty with it, so I'm just using the logic. Not the rap logic, you know, even though he is a fantastic rapper. We are using logic, and we will work this out pretty quickly. Alright, so if we just think about it, what's it gonna be, right? Right, it looks like this thing's for fire, right? So maybe we light some of these things on fire, right? Check. You're standing on a soft carpet for gas. It feels so plush under your feet. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think we played that there, right? Yeah. I do remember doing something like that. So maybe the door opens for us. Yep, there we go. Yep, they're open. So maybe there's fire in here and then we can light the things out there. Okay, right. So that kind of makes sense now for other things. But maybe this man gives us the Goron bracelet. We'll have to find out. Okay. What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected the messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Can't they see my Hylian shield? They know I'm a hero. Has Darunya, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by the Swan brother, the king? Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face now. Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of special crop, bomb flowers, starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers. Okay, maybe we do that. I remember doing something there and then doing something there. Right, and I only know how to do this because I think the mat on the floor, right? That is a good dance, by the way. Good dance. Yeah, see, like when it's things with a Triforce on it. Wow. That's not quite what I was looking for. I wanted to hear a tune. Something from outside the mountain. Something green, natural. That's the kind of music I want to hear. Aha. Alright, so what we want to do now is... No. 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 Yeah, that's how you do it, okay. For fuck. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm pretty certain I was just doing that. That song, right? Yeah? Zelda's Lullaby. Sun Song. Have we not unlocked yet? Okay, maybe we haven't unlocked it yet. Ah. Okay. Why haven't we unlocked... I thought we talked to Saria. Or am I like messing this up in my own mind or something? I think I know what you do. Right. I think this cavern is linked to it, right? Is linked to that place, right? So I'll show you now. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. I think you gotta go to the Lost Forest, right? It's like you can get lost in a forest, believe it or not. And, yeah, you gotta work out, and then I think you might meet Saria, right? I'm not spoiling the game or anything, but this is my prediction. I think you might have to do something like that, right? So we're gonna want to light all these. This now is gonna get that moving. I don't believe there's anything we can currently do with it right now, so what we want to do is get this off. I believe up the steps, we're going to have to scope this out a bit first, because up the steps there is another thing we can light, I believe. Up here, right? Am I wrong? There's two there, right? So what we want to do is we want to quickly get a stick, light it, and then run and do them, right? Yeah, now we want to do the other one. What is this going to open for us? Okay, that's what we need. The bomb things. Okay. Right, what we want to do now... Yeah, I think... Yeah, what we want to do now is take it from here and then go to the very top, right? Now that is probably going to light the entire place up. Now, I'm not sure... I'm actually not sure what it does. I'm really uncertain. Right, so that light went out. That's probably because our stick was damaged, right? But maybe I'm wrong, actually. Maybe there isn't another light up here. Maybe we've lit everything up, right? But it seems like we have to go over to the other place, doesn't it now? Right. Let's have a look around here, though. So what's up here? I think there's like is there like a lava path or something by here? Right, yeah, we clearly can't get up there right now, can we? It will kill us. So we're gonna go down here and enter the back. He wants to use something from the forest, so I'm thinking go back to the forest and try and see if we can find Saria. She might actually let us know what's going on. Right, that's just gonna tell us to be careful of him, isn't it? Right, if you could stop my wild rolling, you might get something great. Hot Rod Goron. Well, we kind of can't do that a second. Hot Rod Goron. I'm sorry, because we don't have anything to stop you. I'm assuming you gotta throw bombs in there because, yeah, we can't make that jump. He wants to use something from the forest, and if you notice... Wait, can we actually get in here? No. I think you need to do the bomb things and stuff to get in there, so... If you notice up there, the music changes, but again, like, we really can't get in there, can we? Alright, is it through here? Yeah, the music changes, and, can we blow them up? Nothing. Can we catch them or light them on fire? That'd be interesting to know. Yes, we can. We can light them on fire. So that explains that, right? There we go. Now, saying that, can we... Is there anything down there? Right, let's try opening that door over there, right? I genuinely forgot about this. And it does, yeah. Well, that opens this. So maybe we can get the Goron bracelet now. Let's see, welcome. What do we want? Goron tunic, 200 rupees. What the fuck? And then bombs. But I'm assuming he's not going to sell us the bombs because we don't have anything to use them. I'm sorry, that bomb is just for display. I'm sold out of real ones. Fuck. Well, that's sad. Let's get out of here. I think it's going to be to Kakariko Village now. And at least we know the bombs on the walls can be set off with fire, right? And that's good. I didn't even know that, right? I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that. On the top of my head, I didn't know that. I just worked it out. I was thinking, right, well, it's the only thing we have available to us. Let me try it. And lo and behold, it worked. So that's good. All right. So what we want to do now is head up here and see if there's anything else, right? Then we're going to head to the forest. You might be thinking, yeah, that's hot. I like that forest place. Well, guess what? I do too. Right, so we can't get in this place right now because I don't think we can light the bombs on the floor, I don't believe. But I want to try it. I want to try it. So if you think about it, if we do that and then initialize a roll, right? I'm saying big words right here. Big words. I don't even know what they mean. Initialize? Is that what? Initiate? Initiate. I think it's initiate. Will a roll work? Nah, maybe it doesn't, right? So there's going to be nothing up there for us then. Well, not yet anyway, right? So what we want to do is head to the forest. Now, I think if you go through this way, it doesn't take you directly into the place that we've already been. It takes us like into somewhere else, right? It takes us into this place that you can only access. Can you only access it from this way? Yeah, right. This is the Lost Woods. Okay, there we go. Hey, over here. Hoo-hoo. Link, good to see you again. Listen to this. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. I think that's what we need. That is a secret place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Do you want to hear what I said again? I really, really do not want to hear what you said again, right? If you are courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot. Right. Okay. So it's good that we know that. Problem is now that these rock boulders, you know, you could see something under it, right? You could see there's like something we, something we can go into. But we can't access that right now because we can't pick up the bombs. Ah, right, that's all you gotta do. Right. Oh, this is deep water. Where'd that take us to? Obviously, we can't dive that low, can we? Let's try. What is it? We got 3 seconds. Okay, there's no point even trying. But there seems to be something down there for us later in the game then, maybe? Okay, it's not through there. Was I just not listening when I was doing this before? I remember failing this like a few times when I've been here before. Okay. Okay. So it seems like we found the way. Right. Sacred Forest Meadow. Fuck. We found some fucking scary monster. These are wolfos. Draw it close with you and watch its movement carefully. Attack it when it drops its guard. Maybe we're not supposed to be here yet. Right, there we go. Ah! Okay, maybe we are supposed to be here then. Okay. Right. So this looks like it's a maze now, right? Yes, I do remember this bit. I do remember this bit. Right, Navi... What would... Oh, yeah, we know. Say something original, for fuck's sake. Right. I'm not sure if we can use the Hylian shield, right? We can't, like, draw it, can we? But let's just try not to take damage. There we go. We're good. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of these. Maybe we should switch, right? Because we are in, like, the forest place now. We would essentially want our wooden shield back. But... we are going to get shot at a lot, it seems. Right, so this way... we're at the end of it, right? We are at the end of it. Right, and maybe some of the places we didn't go down in there. Maybe there might be some heart container pieces there. We never know. You never know, right? Yeah, what I'm gonna do right here is switch back to my wooden shield. Now this deco shield... I'm not going to say it's essential at any point forward. I don't believe, but it is handy. All right, that's where you press it. I was pressing the wrong button then. Okay. Let's just get past. Okay. Now we just go up. There's no one up here to battle us. This is a beautiful place, by the way. And there is a Triforce logo in the middle of that. Okay, and there's Saria. And she's playing a wonderful tune on an ocarina. We would very much like to listen to that tune. Alright, I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina here, you can talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Of course. Of course I would. Alright, great. Try to follow along with the melody. I will play. Are you ready? Yeah, well, that's what we was playing, but we didn't learn it yet. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Right, I'm going to turn my heater on a bit because I'm getting cold a second. But there we go, she looks happy now. Great, great. Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. Alright, there we go, that's called Saria's song. You can talk to me with me anytime, right? So she is basically going to be a more helpful Navi, I think. Yeah. Am I correct in saying that? Right, you've learned Saria's song. Okay, right. Right, when you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. Okay, that's nice to know. That is nice to know. Okay, right. I think this is going to be for later in the game, right? So, just don't forget about this place. In episodes to come, probably many episodes to come, we will be back here. Now, I don't know, like I said, you could do temples and stuff in like different orders. And like the dungeons, you can do them all in different orders, right? But this is probably, like, we know where this one is now, right? So, I think it's just going to be a matter of coming here and probably playing the Ocarina of Time, right? So let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We might die, to be honest. We might die. But then again, it wouldn't be so bad if we did die. So now we haven't died yet, have we? Let's see how far we can go without dying. That would be interesting. Okay, let's get up here. Might be easier for us to travel around up here. Okay. Yep. It doesn't look like there's going to be anything bothering us up here. This is what we want, really, right? And that's just going to tell us the time, so we're going to just avoid them for now. Because we don't really care. I'm going to go there. Maybe the wolf will... No, we didn't enter another room, did we? So the wolf should not come back. We should be good. Right, we should be good. Now, we can go back into the Goron City and talk to the chief of the Gorons. Alright, whoa. Not a nice time to jump scares there. Did you learn an Ocarina song from Saria? That melody seems to have some mysterious power. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. If you hold the Ocarina with C, where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend that you play a song you know. I also suggest that you play even when a score is not displayed, just like this. Hoo hoo, hoot hoot hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Melodies you have learned will be recorded on the quest status subscreen. You should memorize those melodies. Okay, thank you. And now fuck off again, Mr. All. Right, so what we want to do now is just get out of here, right? So I'm assuming if we go through the wrong door, it takes us back to the entrance point. No, it takes us to Kokiri Forest, right? But yeah, we're gonna have to make our way back, aren't we? But first, I'm gonna go and buy some hearts from the store. I do want some. If, well, you know, presuming the store is actually open right now. Right, so this is not the store, by the way. This is the Great Mido. We want to head to the store, which is over here. I wonder what she's going to say to us. Saria said she's waiting at the usual spot. Okay, right. So I'm assuming the usual spot is her place, right? Oh, that ruby was pretty nice. I'm not sure if this will be open now. Hey, these elves never sleep. Are they elves? Fairies? Where are they? What? I forgot what they are. What are they actually called? What is Link? Yeah, I think they are elves, aren't they? Okay. Right, so we are fully healed up again now. We want to head back into Death Mountain, right? See, this is exactly what I mean about this game being a bit time consuming, and the episodes might go on for a while, because think about it, right? In this episode we haven't got a stone, right? Like the last episode, we didn't get a stone, but we still managed to get an episode where we were never stuck really, and we managed to get it upwards to like an hour. And this one is like heading in the same direction, right? So, yeah, that's what I mean about this game. There's going to be a lot of episodes, and it's just going to be a lot of good times to be had on here, right? But when we are back up there, we can switch back to the other shield, right? We are going to probably want to do that. Now, it's going to be a long, long walk up here. But it's cool, isn't it? How big this game feels for how old it is. That's the thing. I feel like what game companies done wrong is, do you know where they had this game and it's like, oh, this is big, this is good, right? All the game companies in the past, they wanted to make big games. Like, for instance, right, Banjo-Kazooie, they wanted it to be massive, right? But obviously with the console limitations and stuff, it ended up with like a smaller game that was like incredible. I don't think they realized that is the formula to make a great game. Make it not so huge, just make it like relative, like just a nice size. And I say that, right, because they tried, obviously the developers from Banjo-Kazooie come back in like 2015 and started making Yooka-Laylee. So yeah, that was the original Banjo devs, and it's too big. That's the problem with it, right? They've tried to make a game in the same style, but the game is just far too big for the style it is, which ultimately makes the game quite unplayable in some parts of the game. You know, like Banjo-Tooie feels big, right? But Yooka-Laylee is like 3 or 4 times the size of Banjo-Tooie, right? I just don't think is a good idea. But also then, what it makes especially on platforming games, when you make a huge open world, it makes the game really dead and empty, and it makes you feel like it has no character and it's dead. Like, for example, if you play Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64, you know exactly where you are, and the game feels alive, doesn't it, everywhere you go. Yooka-Laylee, there's like huge places there, where it's probably huge places which are the size of one of those old maps, but there's just like one thing there. That's what I mean. I hate it. I hate the game. It isn't so good. And that's where I feel went wrong with games. They just thought everything had to be bigger and people would be happy. But people really, they just want like a relatively nice-sized game with a lot of things to do. Like this game, for example. Like, if this came out a few years later, maybe it wouldn't have been so good. Okay, I lie. It would have been good, probably, wouldn't it? But you know what I mean. It's like when they try and make the Zelda games now, they just try and make them too big, don't they? Like, I'm kind of not, I don't know if anyone else is not interested in Breath of the Wild, but I'm really uninterested in the game. Like, I had to go over, I put like 5 hours into it or something, and now that's hardly nothing really for a Zelda game, but I just didn't like it. Didn't fit, to me, it didn't feel like Zelda, so I just kind of just gave up on it straight away. And I don't think I've played this since, to be honest. And that's the reason I sold my Switch in 2018, because I was like, the games are shit. I'm not gonna lie. Mario Odyssey is shit. Breath of the Wild, in my eyes, is not. I'm not saying Mario Odyssey is shit. It's just, in terms of the other Mario games, it just doesn't meet that standard. Breath of the Wild was just, it was not for me. And then that's it. There was no other games out at the time. Yeah, maybe did they release Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like a few years later? Yeah, but then again, it's just remasters and shit then. So the Switch, to me, it's funny actually, because compare the Switch with the PS2, I'm pretty certain the Switch, does the Switch pass the PS2 in sales and the Wii? Think about that for a second, right? How many fucking Wii games can you name that are just absolutely great, right? Now, how many PS2 games can you name that are absolutely great? Okay, right, I'm not going to start naming them, because you could just go on for ages, right? Go on, name a good Switch game, right? Which isn't Mario Odyssey, or which isn't Breath of the Wild, which isn't a remaster as well, right? Go on, name them. You can't, because it's not possible. Because the only thing you could probably say, and this is what people say, right? For the Switch, they're like, oh yeah, but it has Mario Kart 8 remaster. exactly. A remaster. You know, it has like, you know, oh, Mario 3D World remaster. You know, I don't count them. And same with the Wii U then. They're like, oh yeah, but there's Wind Waker HD, there's Twilight Princess HD. They're remasters. I don't count them. Yeah, obviously they're good because they're fucking sensational games. But I still don't count them. They are not made for that console. End of story, right? Like if the Xbox Series X released Ocarina of Time, like today, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, but the Series X is better than the PS5 because there's Ocarina of Time on there. That doesn't count. This is a go wrong. Yeah, okay, right. So yeah, we know what we need to do now. We need to do the song. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, that's my argument. Usually when I get into an argument with someone about the Wii U console, I'm like, well, go on, name. That's what I'd always say. Name the games on there. They start off with those remasters. I'm like, shut up, shut up. You know, because they're GameCube games. Most of them are GameCube games. Did the Wii U even have a Wii? No, the Wii U didn't even have a Zelda game, did it? It had Breath of the Wild. They did have Breath of the Wild, but that was a Switch game, so. Oh. Do you know what? I'm actually so grateful that Twilight Princess released on the GameCube. How cool is that? Because the GameCube's a great console, right? And the Wii is a great... It's not great. It's a shit console, right? I'm going to say it now because it's a motion control console. Whichever way you look at it, it's shit. But the GameCube has a great controller and is probably the best... I'm going to say it's the best way to play Twilight Princess. Because Wii U's a gay. Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the spiritual stone of the fire too? The spiritual stone of fire, also known as the Goron's ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monster inside of the Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? That way, everyone will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want, even the spiritual stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you could pick up a bomb flower using A. So we finally got this, right? This is the Goron's bracelet. This will allow us to pick up bombs now, bomb flowers, okay? I don't believe that. I don't believe it's gonna help us to carry bombs from the stores. It might need something else for that, right? Because look, you might need a bomb bag, right? So we got a bullet bag that is for the slingshot. But yeah. Goron's bracelet. It doesn't give us any information about that. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty useful. So what we want to do now? Actually, I do want to save. Let me. I am. We've done quite a bit. We do want to save. You don't want to forget to do that, by the way, because you will lose progress on these old games if you don't save. But yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about like the Wii U's and stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm correct. Nintendo is just, they've got things right, you know. In recent years, and they've got things right, but the games have not been right. I'm sorry. Every time I go on the Switch, I go on there and I end up going on like the N64 games. It's just, that's what I mean, is that type of console. It's like great because it has all these cool features, but I don't want to play any new Switch games because they're shit. Well, I wonder what is the best new Switch game. Like, what would you say is, right? I know a lot of people like Breath of the Wild, so I'm not even gonna end up Mario Odyssey, so I'm not gonna like sit there and argue about them, and complain about them. But you know, other than those, what does it have? Because I like either way I look at it, right? This game's for everyone. Breath of the Wild is not for everyone. Like, you could go on Breath of the Wild and get bored, like I did. You can go on Mario Odyssey and think, right, this is clearly the worst out of all of them. And do you know what I don't like? I don't like when you get into an argument with someone like who's clearly like a kid, And they defend like Mario Odyssey, like, oh no, it's the best. Mario Sunshine is rubbish. Mario Galaxy is not like, it's not as good. No, it's better than Mario Galaxy. It's better than Mario 64. Mario Sunshine is rubbish. Well, I don't know who started this saying Mario Sunshine was rubbish, but it's not funny to copy other people who say it, right? Mario Sunshine is far from rubbish. I would even go as far to say is Mario Sunshine is probably the best one, right? I'm not gonna lie, Mario Sunshine is probably the best one. And before you come in the comments and say, oh, well, that's just stupid, fuck you, because Mario Sunshine, okay, we can't take that up there. Mario Sunshine is the best best Mario game in my opinion. And that's not because I played it when I was little or whatever. That's just based on how fun the game is. Like the level design is great. Like everything's great about it. I can't even think of a bad level on there. They're all fun. They all have great features. All unique features. Like think of Nogi Bay where you could shoot the walls and it's like all secrets and mysteries. How cool is that? And you know what I like the most, which people hate, is the Mario things where you lose the flood and you go do those platforming things as Mario without flood. How fucking cool are they? You know, how cool are they? Alright, so we should be able to open this door now, which I believe we couldn't open this one just now. See, and you do need the bracelet for this one. There we go. So we're in. Not sure if we can actually get anything in here right now. Okay, there's another door. So that makes sure they make sure by here that you can't get in here with, like, you know, just with the fire, don't they? But yeah, Mario Sunshine. What's your thoughts on it? I think it's the best, to be honest. I do think it's the best Mario. Not by a long shot. It'd be close because Mario Galaxy is fantastic and Mario 64. I feel like they didn't make a bad game until Mario Odyssey. And I'm saying Mario Odyssey is bad, right? Well, not bad. It's just boring, right? Because there's no difficulty level to it. The game is simple. You know, it's actually simple. And that's one thing I do not like about Mario games, when they're easy. I hate it. I've not played the new Super Mario Bros. No, the new Super Mario Bros. What's it called? Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I've not played that, but I know from what I reviewed, it's supposed to be terrible, and it's supposed to be too easy. So then, there again, they've gone and fucked it up again, right? I'm working on something really cool right now, but I think it's going to take a while. If you can wait 5 or 6 years, it should be ready. Okay, 5 or 6 years. What the fuck? Right, I'm gonna cut by here. Right, I actually don't think I own any Wii U games anymore. Look, I did. The only one I owned was Twilight Princess HD, but like I said, I sold off like £20 in 2019, I think. I have no interest in keeping it. Right, I'll show you the Switch games that I own, and I can show you which ones I put the most time in. Right, the ones I put the most time into. Right, I'll show you right now. So first off, I'm starting. We've got Mario 3D All Stars. This is the one I've played the most, right, on the console. This is where I've played the most, obviously, right. This is the only reason I rebought a Switch, because like, oh my god, they're doing something with Mario Sunshine after all this time. I don't care. I'm buying it. I went on Nintendo.com. I paid like, what would it have been at the time? £300, £280, something like that for a brand new Switch. This was in 2020. I bought a brand new Switch with this, and I thought, fuck it, that's it. I'm hooked. I'm gonna just sit through and play them. Finish Mario 64. I think I might have done that twice, right? Mario Sunshine, I just played it and got quite a bit through it. Mario Galaxy, did I finish Mario Galaxy? I think I finished it, but I didn't get all the stars on there. Fantastic game, by the way. I will do that on my channel, Mario Galaxy and Mario 64, but I'll do Mario 64 on an emulator, do Mario Galaxy on you. Oh shit, and that's the selling point for the Switch 2, isn't it? You can get Mario Galaxy 1 and Mario Galaxy 2 remaster. Who the fuck wants them? Have I got them down here? Yeah, I've got them on the Wii, right? But I don't think they're currently in my, what's it called? What is that called? My unit? My shelf? Yeah, my shelf. Terraria, bought that for my brother. This might be my brother's game as well. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which have I finished? I think I finished and done everything on there, I think, with my brother Cop, and the game is rubbish and it's too easy. Super Smash Bros. Not a fan of fighting games, so I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I maybe have like 20 hours in here, something like that, but really, really boring without it. If you're playing this single player, it's awful. I'm gonna say it right now, like any fighting game, you play them single player, they are, in my opinion, they're awful. But co-op is fun, right? I'm gonna say it right now, pretty fun. But it does get really boring, and I would stick to Mario Kart. Right? This, see, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Bought this for my mother, like when it came out, I think. Honestly, it looks rubbish. It does. And my mother doesn't like it, and my brother doesn't like it. And my brother loves Mario Bros. And my mother does. This is probably my favorite original Switch release. Mario Golf Super Rush. This is probably the best game on the console. Right? Not gonna lie. Mario Golf Super Rush is the best. I'm gonna say right now, best game on the console. Best one I played anyway. Right? Mario Tennis Aces. This honestly is alright, but it's not as good as Mario Golf. Right? In terms of the story, right? There's like a full fucking. It's like a adventure. It's like a story adventure. If you've not played it, play it. It's fun. It's really good. I've went through the story. I've completed the story 3 times on there, and I think I might have maxed out 3 characters. That's how much I like the game. You know, it's that good. It is really that good. Seriously, I might go like if I go back on my Switch, I'm playing on it. That's how good that game is. I would actually go as far to say is that that's probably the best Mario Golf game. It's even better than the one on the GameCube, which was great. I think I bought that for my... yeah, maybe... No, I think I ordered it on my Amazon for my parents, who then give it to my brother. And then they give me the money back. You know, I just ordered it from. But yeah, that's my brother's game. That's just boring. I don't like those Yoshi games. To be honest, the new ones, they are whatever, you know. Skyrim, that's the second most game I played on there. And I know the FPS is low and things like that, but at the end of the day, it's Skyrim on a handheld. And for the time, that was very, very cool, right? That was very cool. I liked it. But of course, you can get a Steam Deck, and you can get the new Xbox handheld, which I really want, right? And I really want it, and I'll tell you why I really want it. And this might be, like, off topic by it, but, you can get games for Windows Live games to work on there. I know this is disc one, but you can get loads of them digitally, right? So yeah, it would be worth it. Mario Party Superstars, not a fan of Mario Party. I think they're boring, all of them, even the old ones. To be honest, it's like, yeah, all right. Roll dices. I don't like games where you gotta roll the dices and stuff. To be honest, Skyward Sword HD. I had this for Christmas 2000. Don't even know, 2022, I think. Not opened it because I was going to do all the Zelda games in order, and I just never got around to doing it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Again, it's actually... I would have said that this is the worst Mario Kart that they ever made. I scrap that. Right, it's definitely not the worst Mario Kart they've ever made. Mario Kart World is the worst Mario Kart they've ever made. Probably one of the worst Mario games that's ever been made. You know, like whatever they had on going with the Switch, whatever they got going on with the Switch 2 now is 100 times worse. Okay, I'm not even sure if the Switch 2 is actually doing well. Is it doing well? Leave it in the comments. And then I think this is my brother's game. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think I've got more games. Yeah, I've got Mario. I bought Mario 3D World Remaster for my brother. What else? I might have some other games, not too sure. But there we go. There's my Switch collection. I hate the console, to be honest. Not gonna lie. That's why I never play it. And every time I go on it's like usually like a year or 2 later, and then it's like dusty, and I need to charge it and stuff. Honestly, I can't remember. I wouldn't even be able to name the last time that I played it. To be honest, would not be able to name the last time I played it. And when I did, actually, it would have been playing Majora's Mask. You know, on the N64 thing. Right, anyway, let's get back to this. what we want to do now is head outside and up to the... What's it called? I forgot what it's called. The Goron Temple place, right? Yeah, that's what we want to head to. And I need to get... We've got the bombs. We just need to work out what to do out there then, right? So the entrance is going to be through by here. But yeah, that's all we're going to do. I have to work out what to do. But yeah, should I get a Switch too? Like, like that Donkey Kong Bonanza game looks pretty decent, but again, like, I would just be buying the console just for that single game. Maybe Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 remasters, you know, games that I already own, you know, like, I already own that Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii, which I've owned for years. So yeah, I'm pretty unsure. Alright, but maybe this. Do you just throw it down? Yeah. Hey. That's all you do. So that now has opened up the Goron place for us, right? Which will bring us the second stone that we need, yeah. I was kind of confused on what to say there. But yeah, that's what it does. It brings the second stone for us what we need. See, this biome maybe, right? I'm going to say maybe, because I'm not too sure. Right, well, actually, was it beer first? Just a way to jump down, looks like. Maybe we can run around the corner with this. I'm not too sure. It might be too far. But there seems to be a door around the corner. Yeah, no. It's definitely not enough time to do that. But yeah, maybe when we get the bombs in the future, that we can open this door then. Which, of course, probably needs a bomb to open it, isn't it? Same being with our mountain. So, there you go. If you're lost on this game... Put things like that in perspective. Like, if you haven't got a way to open that, it's definitely not going to be there first, yeah? You've got to do something else. You know, you've got to narrow things down. And then that makes the games easier for you. All about narrowing it down. So we want to get to the entrance of this place. Shall I do it right now? I'm not too sure. Because this has been an hour long, right? And I would assume whatever we're going to do in here is going to take way longer than what we've just previously done before this point. But saying that, we have done quite a bit in this episode anyway. Maybe we do end here. I don't know. I'm not too sure, actually. I am pretty happy with the progress that we've done anyway. And maybe next episode, then we can just head straight into there. I think we should just leave it to the next episode. Because next episode, that's all we gotta do. We gotta do that, and we give ourselves a full episode to do a dungeon, right? Then after that episode, we can move on to the next one. That's what's happening, right? That's what's happening. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry about ranting a bit, but I'm kind of depressed with the future of Nintendo, you know? And I can rightfully say the things that I want to say, because I said them. And you're just going to have to deal with it now. If you want to argue, feel free to do it in the comment sections. If you want to take it even further, I will leave my email address somewhere if you want it. Just request it. Bam, I'll give you my email address. You can email me all your angry words. Why? This is bugging me. What is on you? Is it dust? I think it's like, it might be. Yeah, I think it's dust from like the drill. I might have been, was I wearing this when I was drilling? I might have been wearing this shirt when I was fitting my parents' TV on the wall. That's probably where it was. Yeah. But yeah, that was bugging me then. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode. We'll probably be on tomorrow or like in a few days, maybe like Saturday or something. But I'm going to do another video on a different game right now. Probably Bully or something, right? But yeah, I'm really enjoying Zelda, this playthrough right now. I just don't want to, I don't want to do an episode that's completely out of hand yet. I want everything like 1 hour and really watchable, right? Because if I do this right now, I'm going to, in my mind, this is going to take more than an hour. This is going to take like 1 hour 20 in my mind, right? Just thinking about the rooms and stuff in there and working out things. We want, of course, we want to get all the, as many Skitalas as we can possibly get. And with all that being said, I feel like that would take a while. And plus, if we die, a lot of backtracking, things like that, gonna take more time. I don't want this episode being over 2 hours long. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna end now. A next episode, you know, where I was talking about Switch games and stuff. Next episode, I can talk about things like that too. I could show, I don't know, I show my GameCube games, talk about them, talk about the history of Nintendo. I don't know, anything cool. I talk about cool things because I know cool things. Over. and out.